Yard line.
First and 10. Let's go, at their own 22-yard line.
Hands up, ladies! Get that quarterback and on the Hands up!
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Back at the 18-yard line.
Ladies!
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight.
4 down. Check.
On second down, here's Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
And 14.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 42.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
So Dalton now. Finding Green complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you.
And Dalton to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Hunt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, alert 33. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, over.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And an alley to run. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told. But they're still looking at a 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down now, Mixon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing, Dalton looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
180!
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 57's the mic. Watch the
Dalton here from the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Miles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Dalton, and the pressure gets to him again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Dalton, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Pistol.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mayfield. He's going to wind up and air it out. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
48-yard line.
Leave!
50 seconds, come on.
5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6.
Mixon with a first down carry. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And now to the air. Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now Joe Mixon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We want it. Come to my work.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Dalton now to pass. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
54 Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got? Shit! Up! Shit! 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch the
Recon, 132 fighter.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
King.
Now Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll run again with Hunt. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They begin with a run by Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop in behind the line.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Dalton. He's got Green. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
57 to Mike.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Guys up! Lead!
50 seconds to Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On first down, Mixon, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Lead! Hey!
You better be afraid of me.
Again, it's Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Mixon with it. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. This from 55 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On second down, it's Hunt. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. On the counter, Hunt. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie.
Pistol.
Man, I got you. Set it.
Quickstone, travel.
Shoot. Watch the edge. Alert three.
My touch.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down now, it's Hunt. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On first down, Hunt trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, it's Hunt. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. This is Hunt. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Cleveland, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.